Hi YouTube, FT here. Hope you're all staying well. I got a yabbo in. I haven't put the video up yet, but when I went away for the wedding, I was only 18 miles from one of our artisan pipe makers here in the UK. You'll know him as a MrTPpipes. So I made arrangements to go and visit him. Now the video of the trip to his house, meeting Tom, will be being put up shortly. During that visit I acquired some pipes, of course. That will follow. But in the meantime a package arrived, because when I was at Tom I commissioned him to make me two things, and he's done it and he sent them off to me. Now these have been opened, but before I show you them, let's get into the housekeeping. I'm smoking what's left of Perdomo Lot 23. There's the label. Now it looks all split open. That's because this label was stuck down pretty tightly, and in my haste to remove it using my envelope opener, I cut the wrapper and the binder actually, but it's still smoking. And it's a beautiful smoke. So let me show you the first thing that I had Tom commissioned to make me, and here it is. When Tom showed me this, it was just a square hunk of wood, and I explained to him that I'm looking for a decent ashtray to use my cigars, and I want one I can share a cigar with. And this is what Tom's come up with, and it is an awesome block, I tell you. It's got beautiful cutouts here. They're about 1.5 inches. This ridge here is about 1.5 inches, so the cigar, doesn't matter if you've got a 7-inch cigar or what you've got, it rests on there really nicely. And because these are offset, you can have two. It's not treated, as in it doesn't have a varnish or anything on it, and I could not for the life of me tell you what the wood is. He did tell me, but I cannot remember. So that's my ashtray that Tom knocked up for me, my cigar ashtray. That's inside the house on my wooden smoking table downstairs. And the second thing I wanted Tom to make for me was another pipe. I like drinking cold Guinness at the weekends. If my brother visits me, we go down the pub, I always have a pint of Guinness. So I asked Tom to make me a Guinness themed pipe, and what we came up with is this beauty. So it's a sitter, as you can see. So this white coloured wood at the top, which is the head of the Guinness, and it's shaped down so it looks like a straight glass of Guinness. And he's actually put this outer rim onto the top of the briar. Now what's missing on this is I have a lapel badge coming with the Guinness logo on it, which will go on the front of this pipe. I'll be fitting that myself, and when I've done that I will show the pipe again. And the little extra bonus that Tom sent me was another little Guinness temper. They sit on top of each other. Haven't smoked it yet. And just to chuck in one last thing on the end of this, a book that I ordered has finally arrived, and it's this one. guns of the Civil War. Well, this is nearly 400 pages of all the small arms, such as rifles and revolvers, that were used by both sides of the American Civil War. History about the manufacturing of them, how many was produced, etc., etc. So this is something I am learning. So as I am still learning, I did actually make a mistake. I posted a video. The video was called Mixed Subjects, Pipes, Cigars and Guns, and that was posted on the 23rd of July. Now in that, at the end, I showed one of the new replicas I'd acquired, which is this one. And I called it a Colt Army Model 1860. Well, of course it isn't, because it is a Confederate copy of the Colt 1860. And it's actually made by Griswold and Gunnison. And they, the Confederates, had a shortage of metal during the American Civil War, and therefore this part of the revolver, the main body, on the Confederate side was made of brass, and it was a rough copy of the Colt, in that it wasn't refined, it didn't have all the engravings that the Colt used to put on theirs. So I apologise if I misled anyone, but this is the Confederate version of the Colt 1860, which was made by Griswold and Gunnison for the Confederacy. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, keep them alight, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.